What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar, and we are talking about 7 different altcoins in tonight's video. We're going to go over WIF and MOG for Flower Child, GAL for Cactus, KRL for MF2879, Gods for Pat Bentar, WLD for Dimitri, and then ZKML for Marcos Izquierdo. I will leave a list in the description of the coins that we're going over, and I will do timestamps, of course. Hit that like button, subscribe if you want to see more. If anybody has a request that they want a coin, a stock, a whatever, feel free to leave it in the comments. I do requests for free. You don't have to pay or join some kind of special program. Leave it in the comments. See where it takes you. I do request that people don't ask for more than 2 requests in between request days. That way it doesn't get too hectic. But hey, seven requests today, that's not bad at all. Normally it's it's like at least double that, actually more than double that, and sometimes even like quadruple that or more than that. So let's breeze through this. Let's get talking about it. Again, hit that like button, subscribe if you want to see more. Thank you all for being here. Dog with hat right now on a weekly basis is looking good. It's looking good. If it closes here in the next 3 days, that's a nice bullish engulfing candle, a very bullish move, a nice move for sure. From its relative low here to a high point, you are bouncing off of your 236 area, which is not common to do. But the times that this is more common, and even then it's still less common, is whenever you see strong moves. So finding support on the 236 after a strong move, it's not common, but generally it does happen like this, where you don't just bounce right off it. You kind of consolidate and then you break out to the upside. So it looks right. Will it be right? Will it continue to move up? I don't know. It's hard to say. You know, the weekly RSI looks nice, bouncing off this 40 area, getting above the 50. That's nice to see, along with this breakout move. But you are right now potentially finding resistance at previous areas of support. You held support here, finding resistance here. That's not a good look in itself. That could, and you're not rejecting. You know, you can absolutely continue past this. You might even consolidate, and even if you move down, that doesn't condemn you to lower prices, but you need to get above it if you want things to look good. Moving up to your 382 here, from this high to this low, it's a very common thing to do. Generally speaking, from this kind of look, I would expect that you pull back to your $1.95 area. It probably doesn't take that long. It could happen over the next couple days, over the next week, who knows. Maybe it does take this long, but $1.96 is a bit of an interested area, in my opinion. $1.95 to $1.96, that could be where you go. It does come in line with this week's area of support here, and this one as well, so definitely an area that you could find support on. If we take this relative low to this relative high, I just wonder, yeah, I mean, it could hit there. That really could hit there. Let's see. Let's look at the daily. Daily also right now looking like it's rejecting off the overbought zone. If today closes red, you will have a rejection off the overbought zone. The last time you did that, it sent you down. I don't think you'd get a move like this. You could, but I don't think that you will. If you want me to believe that you are going lower and that you will see a more standard 382 retracement of this overall move, I guess just close a week below $1.77. Close a week below there, and really even then it's not all over. I would say it's over once you close a week below $1.57. But $1.77 would have me sweating a little bit. $1.57 would have me convinced you're going all the way down to 95 cents or lower. Okay, so don't do that. Don't do either of those things, right? Stay up, stay good, stay positive. Find support at, what was it? What was the price? At about $1.97. Find support there. Bounce from there. You know, maybe just consolidate. Don't even move down, but it kind of looks like you do want to move down, in my opinion. Let's look at the 4 hour. Yeah, I think you do. I think you move down. So that's WIF, probably down to $1.97. You're at 233 now. If I'm wrong, you'll just keep moving up, but I don't think that you will. I think that you are. You're going to move down. MOG, M-O-G. MOG coin. I don't actually, this is a meme I haven't heard of. I don't know what MOG would stand for. You know what? I'm curious. What is MOG coin? Internet's first culture coin that's wrapped ERC20, placed onto Ethereum. I don't know. What does it stand for though? It doesn't tell me. Anyways, whatever. I'm sure I'll get it in the comments. I hope I do, because I'm so curious. I can probably look it up afterwards, but I'm not going to spend time doing that in this video. From a high point to a low point, hit the 1414 just above it. A lot of cryptos have been doing this exact thing. It would not surprise me in the least if you pulled back likely to your 100 area at 1, 2, 3, 4 zeros, 135. Normally I would call for a move down to your 886, but you've already done that. So in the manner of being productive, what I would call for is at your 100. You held your 886. Let's call for a move that would hold the 100 now at 4 zeros 135. That's my expectation. You're at 4 zeros 187 now, so probably down on a weekly basis. It looks like, yeah, you've got some bearish divergence. It's not extreme, but a move down there would make sense in my opinion. A daily, and you could move a little bit lower, sure. I mean, if you move down to that 886, that's fine. You could move down to 4 zeros 114 or 115, whatever. That'd be fine too. You know, it's totally okay. Looking at the daily, yeah, a little bit of a double top. Oh, come on. A little bit of a double top here, an area that you've been finding resistance since May. I wonder, do we have anything with volume on it? MEXC. Volume's decreasing as you're moving up, yeah. It would make sense if you pulled back, right? I don't think you'll interact with this green line. I think as time goes on, this might be a slow pullback, kind of like this, right? It's not just going to be a big dump. And then as time goes on, this green line will get bigger, so you really could find support right in this 100 area right there at 401. Because if we look at this for what it is, I mean, as time goes on, if you're moving down at this kind of pace, right? Like, I don't know, that green line, maybe it doesn't quite, maybe you do go to your 886. I don't know. I'm going to stick with it. I think 4 zeros 115 to 4 zeros 135, somewhere in that zone. That's where I think you're going down. Okay, I'm going to stop theorizing and just make it simple. GAL USD Galaxy or Galaxy, right? This is it. I'm pretty sure. Galaxy, yeah, Galaxy. Coinbase, yes, it did have a pump. It definitely did have a pump. You said this week, but it's really just one day, right? It was just yesterday. Yeah, this week it's up 54%, but yesterday it pumped a whole 52%. You're at $3.93 now. A lot of volume came in. That is a legitimate move, in my opinion. That's absolutely a legitimate move. Let's look at the weekly again. Zoom it out a little bit. All right. I want to see, actually, do we have more history? No. Okay, so that's fine. Let's take this all-time high to this all-time low. Let's see if it actually works. It looks respected. It looks very well respected. I might expect that you move down to 278, 280, around there. You're at 390 right now. Let's just look though. Hold on. That doesn't mean that you're going to. But you could. Not making it easy. You could just as well move up to like 580 from here. 580 to 720. I had to sneeze. Somewhere in that zone, as you could just as likely do that as you could likely pull back to about like 280, 278. Not an easy call to make. So I'm going to go with what I personally think. Oh. I think you're going to move down. And I could be wrong. I very well could be wrong. Oh, it's so perfect, though. 382 lining up with the 382, 278, 280. That's where you're going. And then up. And then up. Yes, likely then up. That'd be crazy, though. You'd pull back all the way back down. It sounds so unlikely. From a fib perspective, it seems likely. From that fib perspective, it doesn't. I don't know, man. Oh, this one's hurting my head. Maybe I need to look at it differently, more relative. Okay. Here's what I'll say. If you can hold above, and you can go below this level, but as long as you're closing days above it at 363.8, so basically 364. If you can hold $3.64, or at least very, very near there, then I think you will not move down to that 278, 280 area. I don't think that you'll move there. But you have to hold 263.8, 264. Or sorry, I'm sorry, 364, 363.8, somewhere in there. You have to hold the 618. If you can't do that, then yes, you go lower. But I am going to say, based off this more relative fib, I do feel more comfortable saying I take it back. I think you will hold this and then continue to move up. More likely than not, you'd probably move up to like 820 to 1265 after this. So that's some decent gains, man. But down first, down a little bit down first is my expectation. Okay, that's gal. KRL, and I really could be wrong with that one, but that's the best of my abilities, what my genuine opinion is. I'm not just telling you what you want to hear. Believe me, that's not the point of this channel. I want to make correct calls, because then if I make correct calls, people will have more faith in me. They will subscribe. They will like the videos, right? If I make a bunch of incorrect calls and I'm just useless, then why is anybody here in the first place? And I make plenty of incorrect calls. I go over my process with technical analysis. I get why people are here, even if I do make incorrect calls. I follow people who sometimes they hit a dry spell too, and like they offer different perspectives than me. Even if they offer a dry spell, I still take something away. So I get it, but let's be real. If I was 100% wrong all the time, maybe I'd have a bigger following, because then I'm the anti-indicator, right? Being 100% wrong is just as hard. I would think it's just as hard as being 100% right. I don't know. I'm going to stick with my usual quote. I've been wrong before, I will be wrong again. I've been right before, I will be right again. And that's not the point of it anyways. But on a weekly basis, Krill, I like where you're at for support. I like where you are. I do think that you move higher from here. I think that that's your low. I feel very confident in saying that. It's just when are you going to move up? You know, your daily RSI actually looks pretty productive. You're holding above your 618, which is nice as well. Keep moving up, man. Just keep moving up. That's all I have to ask. I think that you will. I do think that you will. Time will tell, but you look bullishly postured in your daily RSI. I like it. I think that you'll move up today. And over the coming days, you might move up. Your next target area would be like 56, 57 cents, I suppose, but really we're looking for that 72, 73 cent area to break. It's very common to find resistance on your 0.5 and then, you know, move up like that. Potentially you could pull all the way back to your 618 even, but when you break this 382, that would solidify that that's your low, and that would potentially point to the idea that you are on your way to new highs. So I think you are moving up, Krill. I think you are. Let's call it for a 56 cent, 57 cent move. You're at 43.8 cents now. What is that percentage-wise? It's a nice little pop, probably. And it probably doesn't happen over a day. It probably happens over days, maybe even multiple weeks. But soon enough, I would think. And then, again, the real area to watch is this 382 at about like 72 cents, 73 cents. You want to break above there. If you find resistance there, that's okay. You can find resistance there, pull back, and then try again later. That's okay. It doesn't mean you're condemned to nothing, right? But might be an area of significance to watch after this area here. So that's Krill. And I like Krill. I actually think Krill might do well later in this cycle. We'll see. God's Unchained. From a high point to a low point, tore through its 618, bro. It looks so good. This one's like Galaxy. I wonder if there's something going on there. I wonder if there's a connection. Maybe not, because this one pumped a little bit earlier. I like it. I like it a lot. This looks really bullish. I think soon enough you could, okay, first off, you're at 39 cents right now, let's say. You might pull back to 30 cents and then move up, okay? But I do think in a very, very short amount of time, 76 cents to $1.25 is on your horizons. And generally, when you tear through the 618 like this, I actually look for you to go. I don't even really consider these. You might find turbulence there, but I think ultimately you're moving up. So that's a nice bit of gains in a short amount of time there. God's Unchained. This could be the real deal. That's a lot of volume to back that up too. This could really be the real deal. What's the market cap of this thing? Let's see, coin. What just happened there? Yeah, all right. Gods. I might have to look into this one myself. It's a low market cap, buddy. That thing can grow. That thing can do some growing and some showing. I like the weekly RSI. I like the daily RSI. The monthly is too young, but hey, it's coming out of its overbought zone for its first time in this chart's existence. Yep. I think it's good. Let's see. Hold up now. Hold on. Wait a second. Top to bottom. You might just bypass this whole expected zone and go right up to your $1.82 area. in between $1.54 and 2. I would feel comfortable saying that that's kind of your next target area, but more realistically, let's just say 76.5 cents to $1.25. And I really do like these upper areas and beyond even. I really do. So looking good. And again, that's assuming, you could first pull back to your 61869 zone, which is at about 30.5 cents to 33.5 cents. You could. And if you do, cool, you're going to move up from there. So, but looking at the 4 hour, I just can't help but think you are going to move higher. Volume looks fine. I think you're going to move up, man. This could be the winner. Pat Bentar, I think you got a winner on this one, man. For the night, right? Not the winner of the cycle. It could be. Who knows? That is an entirely different call to make. I just mean for tonight's video. Which doesn't do it justice, man. I feel like that could be the winner in like a 30 request pile-up video. This is only 7, so the other 6 of you don't really have a chance, man. That's a lot of gains in a very short amount of time is what it looks like for that thing. From a high to a low, interacted with your 236, struggling a little bit, rejecting your overbought zone. That's okay. WorldCoin, decent volume on the way up. I would expect that you move higher. I would. You found support at a very necessary area. Let's just see from a low point to a high point here. I mean, I would have thought that you would go lower. I really would have, but that's a good reaction right there. You want to get what you want to see is you want to see this thing get above 363. You're at 260 right now. You want to get above 363, 364. Okay. Get above there, stay above there, move above there. And then if that happens, I'd be convinced that this is your low, and ultimately, regardless of how it looks, you're working your way up to this zone here, right? So minimum of be like a 15x from here, right? Something like that, maybe a 13x. I don't know where my math went wrong. I did it so wrong. I'm sorry, half that. I'd like doubled it somehow. About an 8x to a 7x. I'm probably closer to an 8x. That's what I get, man. I thought I was showing off with my quick math, and I just absolutely sucked it up right there. Yeah, higher. Probably higher over time. It's not going to be quick. Definitely not going to be quick. I wouldn't be surprised if you move down first from a low to a high here. You're probably going to move. You're at 260. You could hold support right here. If you can get above and stay above and close a day above $2.80, 81 cents, then I'm convinced that's it, and you're moving up higher. Cool. But more likely than not, you're probably going to move back to 220 to 210, at the very least 237. That's my thoughts. And then up from there. So I want to look at the 4 hour real quick. Yeah, I think you're moving down. Yeah. A little bit lower and then up. Up. I feel confident that you found your low, though. It's a little preemptive to say that, but I do feel confident that you have. ZKML. Let's use it on this then. Let's do this. ZKML. Zuckmol. Is this Zilliqa? Is this like a Zilliqa off-brand, rebrand? No, it almost looks like it, though. I wonder if it is. Let's see. Poor old Zilliqa. I wonder how it's doing, actually. Right? Like, see, it kind of looks the same. Yeah, kind of looks like a couple cryptos that I'm holding right now, to be completely fair. But anyways, let's see. ZKML doing well. Definitely not a Zilliqa, right? Definitely doing better. If this is a Zilliqa spinoff, it's the one that Zilliqa wants to be, man, because it's doing well. From a high to a low, above your 382, nice. Volume's picking up on your daily, nice. I would think you probably check back to about $13 cents. You're at 16 cents now. You could move up immediately, but I think you will check back to 13 cents, an area that you found support, area that you found resistance. It is your relative 382 after all. However high you go from here, you'll probably check back there and then move up, continuing moving up. I want to look at the RSI. Oh, I can't because I don't have it on there. We'll just keep it. Actually, I'll change it. What about the 4 hour? It looks so good, man. Yeah, I think okay. I think you do probably around 13, a little bit above 13 cents actually, 13.3 to 13.1 cents, somewhere around there, and then continue to move up. Yeah, yeah. Volume's dying off a little bit. Check back your 382, get some momentum, and then boom up. Where are you gonna go? Where's your next target area? Probably 26.3 cents. And then you might find some turbulence there, areas of resistance here, areas of support. If you move up above there, it won't be by much. I bet you find turbulence there. And then you'll probably inevitably continue moving higher, but time will tell. Um, that's all I got. Absolutely, no doubt in my mind. Pat Bentar, you are the winner tonight with Gods. That one looks, it absolutely looks the best. It looks like it will gain the most in the shortest amount of time. So I really need to start doing that trading series, man. Maybe I'll do that. Oh, there's so many coins that I want to invest in, and it's like I want to put my money. I want to put them into solid investments. I don't want to do this like trading thing, but I feel like the trading thing would gather attention, and then I think it'd be fun too, honestly, to just see. It would literally be like results, right? Anybody who wants to follow in my footsteps or wants to talk smack, like I'd literally have a scoreboard to go off of. And if the money went down, for those of you that don't know what I'm talking about, I want to do a thing where at the end of these videos, I always talk about which one's the winner, which one I think will move up in the shortest amount of time. I want to do a like series of where I buy those coins and then I trade off, I might have like one or two or three that I hold at a time, and then when they've made their appropriate moves, whenever I find one that looks like it's going to move up, I want to do a series of like trading and see how far we can take $1,000 based off of these conglomerate request videos. And I've been theorizing or thinking about doing that for like I think a month or two now. So I need to just do it. But again, every time I get cash, I want to put it in either some projects that I'm holding or some new projects. But I think I just need to do it, man, because it would just be fun. It'd be fun. And if it sucks and I lose money, well then I won't do that again. But hit that like button, you guys. Subscribe if you want to see more. I'll see you on the next one. Take it easy. Bye bye.